Hi, I'm Ramakrishna and this is my wife Rajeshwari. We are Nikhil's parents. Nikhil completed his plus 2 and he is with Fiji for 5 years. I would like to explain the journey and the experience that we have with Fiji today. And Nikhil, he is very enthused from childhood. He used to ask a lot of questions and we need to spend a lot of time with him to answer all of his questions. Okay. Then he is coming in top 3 in his classes. One day he said one of his classmate, he is going to some classes and he wants to attend those classes. So we spoke to their parents and then they mentioned about Fiji. This is around 7th standard. In 7th standard. We know it's not possible to go in 7th standard and we are staying quite far away from the classes that he is going, almost like 26 kilometers. Then we thought, okay, let's give it a try. So in 8th standard, we put him in the weekend class. Okay, every Sunday we have to go and drop him. So we're going and dropping him and then another students also joined. Then they started going in auto. Then we are thinking, if we need to do this much effort every day, how do we put them in 9th standard onwards? Okay. So one day what we did, we just tried whether can he go alone and come back on his own. So we gave it a try. Okay. So he went and he came back on his own. We just guided him over phone. Then we are confident, he is also confident that okay, he can go to school on his own. And then the 7th standard completed and 8th he completed in his previous school. He got a good marks. But we decided to go with Fiji and he did the entrance exam, the Big Bang, and he got 90% scholarship. And he started with Fiji and it's been like 4 years he is with Fiji and he got a good score. And initially we are not much aware of Fiji. We know the name, but once we put him Nikhil in Fiji, then the pandemic started. We are wondering how the classes are going to be and all, but they managed very well. There are a lot of Zoom sessions and there are a lot of PTMs and many other sessions. Even school also helped a lot. They are also conducting a lot of sessions, online sessions and clarifying their doubts and all that. So we have not wasted any time. During this pandemic session also both school as well as Fiji very well managed the time. And we make use of this the time as well. Then the pandemic over, then the plus 1, plus 2, and then again the PDT got selected in PDT, and then again we have this another batch where the allied batch. We were wondering what is this allied batch. Okay? Then we came to know why they created this batch, how it helps the students, both categories. Someone if they're performing good or not up to this, they need to do additional sessions for them and all that. So they explain clearly why they are doing that. Okay, and we are also very comfortable with that. And one good thing that I would like to highlight that they proactively tells upfront there will be a PTM what they are going to teach in the next session. So they explain clearly how the next 6 months is going to be, next 1 year is going to be. So it helped. We also have some clarity on what is going to go through. And that reduces some of our thought process. We need not think why these classes are conducting in this plan, etc., etc. And the last PTM I attended, usually most of the time my wife takes care of those PTMs. They explain clearly the type of there is a change in they completed the classes. The revision is going to happen and there will be more tests, why they are conducting this test and why they need to discuss the paper and all that. And especially one more thing is the peer group. And the peer group is quite important, at least based on my son's experience, or I would say what I noticed. Even though he is good in his previous school, when he came to Fiji, there are so many bright students. He is going to be one of it. Okay, so initially it's a challenge because we need to see how they are going to cope up. Okay, so he managed very well, and he has a very good friend circle now. Okay, and I think that made a difference. Okay, if he is staying in the same school, probably he may or not, because not many knows what they don't know. Okay, so that is something that we need to pay attention. So now the Fiji, it's not only the studies. There is no pressure, I would say, in the sense like we know students who's like in relatives, you know, like in other classes or other schools, they're under some pressure, but here, you know, we haven't felt that much. And Nikhil also taken it very, I mean, he hasn't felt any pressure and all. It is very straightforward, you know, like whenever there is, when he gets less marks and all, you know, sometimes first or half an hour or 1 hour, he's a bit moody, or he'll shout at his mother and all that, but she manages well. Okay. So overall, we are very happy with the achievement that he got, and I think we are pretty much happy with his studies and the way Fiji taught things to him, and not just as a student, you know, giving other support, his faculty and all that, they motivated him a lot. And even the school teachers also, you know, they give a very good encouragement and all that. They are very supportive.
నిఖిల్ చాలా ఓవర్ యాక్టివ్. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కూడా తను హైపర్ యాక్టివ్, ఓవర్ యాక్టివ్ కూడా కాదు, హైపర్. సో హీ హ్యాస్ మోర్ టైం. చదువుకి చాలా లెస్ టైం ఉండేవాడు, మిగిలిన ఆటలు అవన్నీ ఎక్కువ ఉండేవి. కానీ వన్స్ వెన్ హీ ఫుల్గా స్టడీస్లోకి వచ్చాక ఈ పర్సన్ మొత్తం చేంజ్ అయిపోయాడు. అంటే కామ్, క్వైట్, బ్యాలెన్స్డ్. సో ఫిజీ అది నేర్పిందని నేను అనుకుంటాను. నిఖిల్ చాలా ఫుడీ. సో మార్నింగ్ 4:30కి లేచి డిఫరెంట్ స్నాక్స్, బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్, లంచ్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసి ఇస్తాను. ఇన్ 4 years he maintained good health.
And he is very conscious about his health, because he know that it is going to affect, if he is not paying attention, it's going to affect his studies and then his marks. So he is very conscious on health.
I am very good at maths. So ఏదైనా ఎగ్జామ్కి కాంపిటేటివ్, మోస్ట్లీ రీజనింగ్, వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ కాంపిటీషన్. ఎవరు ముందు చేస్తాం, ఎవరు ఎన్ని సెకండ్స్లో చేస్తాం. సో బైనరీ థీరమ్స్ నేను ముందు చేసేసేదాన్ని, నిఖిల్కి కోపం వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో నేను మమ్మీ కంటే ముందు చేసేసేయాలి, ఆ స్పిరిట్ అలాగా.
If we go to school, they will teach. That is bookish knowledge. But he needs to be there in the society, talk to the people, okay, do things, the communication. I think as a parent, we need to do that aspect as well, not just concentrating only on the studies. You know, I felt, you know, that's a really important point, because I know students or colleagues who are telling me that, you know, their kids are unable to go and do things, you know, like what your son is doing. Yeah, I think that's also another advantage, you know, because you just push him into water so they can swim, definitely. Okay, but we should be there always to support them. Okay, that's important thing. They should get the confidence, so that way, you know, they can reach their heights. So we would like to thank both the Fiji faculty and the school faculty and all the support, you know, given by other, not just the faculty, you know, there are so many other people, including from the auto wala, you know, like when he comes back from railway station, he knows some people, okay, they immediately come and, you know, bring him to apartment. Okay, so I would like to thank, you know, all the people who supported him in his journey. I'm very thankful to all of them. Thank you.